Well, hello. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I'm kind of doing this a little bit off the cuff, and I'm including some information from a recording that I launched back in April. And it is advice and tips and tricks that I think are so relevant as we head into back to school mode, just as relevant as it was when I did the recording, which was actually for Easter weekend. But truly, I feel like when it comes to all of the back to school stuff, September is such a busy month, and we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Whether you are a mom, a parent, a busy individual, this hustle and bustle mentality really gears up starting in September. And back to school is just the start because we get back into extracurricular activities, also a lot of work related events and happenings. There's a lot of fun stuff too. We start thinking about Thanksgiving and Halloween, and I'm not even going to get into the December months, but they are only a minute away. And we're going to be thinking about all of that very soon. But not to get you feeling frazzled or overwhelmed, because there's a lot to think about just for getting the kids ready for back to school. And my advice really to you is to take a breath and pause and remember that everything always works out. So, as we get into this recording, I want you to really think about that and think about how you can make those moments for yourself. And before we do actually get into the recording from the episode back in April, I do just want to share something. I mean, I am just getting back from a wonderful holiday. My husband and I were in Europe for 10 days, and we are just, being thrown right back into our routines, which of course we are grateful to be doing after having a wonderful time away. But, we're dealing with jet lag, and our kids are, wanting our attention, and, that's no surprise, and we're happy to provide it. But getting back into the swing of things is a bit of an adjustment. Throwing some national television segments in that I was happy to participate in, some things gearing up for the fall. I'm feeling like, you know what? I think I need this pause. So the advice that I am sharing is advice that I am desperately needing to take myself. So not only is this helpful for me, I hope that you have some moments where you're nodding your head and thinking, yes, absolutely, as well. And before we get into it, I will just provide one token little tip. And really, I know we just got back from Europe, but Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your back to school routine. So my tip to beat that back to school stress would really just be to chunk it. I mean, we don't have to have the entire school year planned out. We can maybe prep for that first week, the first 3 days even. So have enough clean outfits, some snacks and food, so just enough supplies to get us through those first few days of school. And then, of course, we can pause and we can repeat that process. We don't have to have it all figured out, but of course, little by little, everything always gets done. So chunk it, and don't forget to, take some time for yourself, pat yourself on the back. You're doing an amazing job. You've got this, and back to school is nothing. So with that being said, let's get into today's episode. I hope that you enjoy. Welcome to the Juggle is Real podcast. I'm your host, Andryanna. I'm a career-driven mom of 3 boys who went from burnout to finding balance, and I am on a mission to help other parents enjoy the juggle of work, family, and everything in between with a little less stress and a lot more ease, joy, and fun. What do you think? Are you with me? Let's get started. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. To be perfectly honest, I had other topics to tackle for this podcast episode. But when I woke up this morning, I started tallying up all the to-dos mentally and felt that pang of, oh snap, there's lots to do and not a lot of time. I'm actually recording this in the midst of our morning routine. So let's just hope that Zach stays asleep for a little while longer while I share with you. The juggle is real, my friends, but holidays and events can make the juggle seem even more daunting. I caught myself in this moment, and if you're feeling the same way, just know I feel you. But instead of letting that feeling of, oh crap, snowball into a stress blizzard, I invite you to consciously choose ease, calm, and flow. So yes, let's look at the facts. There will be a lot of output in the coming days, places to go, people to see, and lots of things to do. The good news is that I am here to support you as your schedule fills up, as things get busy, and as you may start to feel the strain of additional tasks and stressors. During these times, I want you to remember that you matter and your time is valuable. Yes. You matter. Your time is valuable. To do this, I invite you to build in moments for yourself. Scatter them in to ensure that you are allowing peace in your weekend. It's especially important to continue to serve ourselves during times when we will be serving others and stepping out of our normal routines. So you might be tempted to revisit those old paths and maybe take on more than you want to, or agree to things that don't really serve you. We've all been there, begrudgingly taking on those tasks or saying yes to those things that we know are not in our best interest. So you may be traveling, visiting with family, preparing for the Easter Bunny's arrival, and you might be hosting meals at your house. Honestly, any time that I have to bust out the ironing board can send me over the edge. I don't know if you feel this way or not, but I catch myself before I stumble out of control. And now actually, I buy things that don't even need ironing purposely so that I don't fall into this trap. But again, I digress. And I invite you to pause, reconnect, and remember that your needs matter. Take 15 minutes. Reaffirm who you are and how you show up for yourself, and from there, how you show up for others. So I will share some ideas, but think about what you really want and not what you think you should want. And this is another pitfall. Oh, I don't have a lot of time, but I have to do something for myself. What's that going to be? Okay, I guess I'll do this yoga. Think about what's going to serve you and meet your needs in the moment, whatever that might be. Okay, this should not be another to-do or a have-to on your list. Rather, this should be something that you are doing to fulfill your own needs because you love yourself, you honor yourself, and you know that you are worthy of finding calm in the midst of chaos and harmony, even during busy days and busy weekends. So, here are some ways that may help you realign and come back to that sense of well-being. A quick walk is such a remedy. You can listen to music, a podcast, or just enjoy the sounds of nature and take in the surroundings. Affirmations are really, really great as well. You can listen to them. I have another podcast episode that's great for that. You can write them out. Remember who you are and those qualities that you want to really fulfill. Breath work is so great to bring you back to yourself. Taking even 10 deep belly breaths. Sit comfortably, or if you can, lay down, put your hands on your belly or on your heart and just tap in. Sometimes, this is not something that I have shared, I don't think, but sometimes I sneak away to the bathroom when I need to just take a few calming breaths. Movement, if you can walk, yoga, dance, maybe you're tidying the house, pump some tunes and just let loose. Whatever that movement is of your choice, even a short burst can really make an impact. We all know meditation can bring us back to that feeling of oneness, and practicing gratitude is something that I'm often talking about. So perhaps think about why you're doing what you're doing this weekend, all that you have to be thankful for, and all the amazing things that are coming out of this weekend. Reading a fun book or reading something that's inspirational to you can really bring you back. And just again, think about what you need in the moment and allow yourself to have it. Sometimes even a quick drive to go run a short errand can be really a great chance to pause and reflect and think about all that you can be grateful for. So that's pretty well it. But in parting, I would like for you to consider this. Consider that above all else, what is it that you want to remember when you look back on the weekend? What will stand out for you? Will it be a picture perfect, color coordinated, theme to the nines egg hunt and that picture perfect brunch? Or do you want to remember the genuine joy, the connections, conversations, and those feelings of love that is shared with family, friends, and those little ones? Tap into those feelings and how you want to remember the weekend. If you're tempted to get carried away with tasks that will leave you exhausted, overwhelmed, and maybe even resentful, consider shifting your perspective and ask yourself what really matters in the moment and how you might be able to let it be easy. Are there things that you can let go of? Areas that you can bring in support? Can you ask for help? Or are there ways to make yourself matter amidst serving everyone around you? Focus on this, and I promise it will flow. And that's it, my dears. I wish you a wonderful Easter weekend if you're celebrating. I send you lots of love. And if you know someone who might benefit from hearing this message, I invite you to share this episode with them. Feel free to download this and listen when you need a reminder. And please, if you can, in the midst of all your to-dos, rate this episode, write a review, and perhaps share it to your socials. Every chance we can to allow others to benefit from this information is so important. I send you all my love, and I can't wait to see you here for another episode of the Juggle is Real podcast. Take good care.